Mike, turn your games down.
Hi everybody, welcome to our mini episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who else is a descendant of a legendary hero with me tonight?
I am a descendant of the legendary hero, Nate.
I'm an addle-padded nincompoop. I'm Kyle from the RPG show.
And I, like you guys, am also a descendant. But that's just because my parents decided to get it on.
So we are here to talk about a game that I've been meaning to play for over 20 years, but never got around to it until, thanks to you guys, Dragon Quest II, Luminaries of the Legendary Line. Developed by Chunsoft, published by NX, director Koichi Nakamura, and came out originally in '87 for the NES in Japan. We're not talking about that version, I don't. But that's when it originally came out, in 1990 in America.
And before we get too far, just want to give out a slight warning. We are going to spoil some things with the ending of Dragon Quest XI. So I will try to warn it when we get to the part in the episode, but I just wanted to give a quick warning spoiler that we do that, unfortunately, in this episode.
Did we all play the HD version, I'm assuming?
I did.
Yes.
Okay. I know for Dragon Quest 1, we played, some people played other versions. We only played the HD, which I mean, that is the definite version of this game now, for sure.
Did the original NES release have the Legends of the Luminary Line subtitle?
I think it was just Dragon Warrior 2 or Dragon Quest 2.
Yeah.
But the mobile version does have a subtitle.
Okay.
I mean, it's what the Wikipedia says. So I just went with it. So I'd like to start these off with our memories. So I had played this game once before. I had played the Game Boy Color version, and I got to the part where you get the boat, and then I went, I don't know what to do, and I never went back. Until last week when I beat this game in like 6 days or so, or less than that, which I don't recommend. So that's my history. What about you, Nate?
Oh, so many moons ago, February of 2026, I booted up Dragon Quest II. This was my first time playing it. I'd never played it before.
And Kyle?
Yeah, same for me. I have played a bunch of the Dragon Quests recently, and I had played a few when they originally came out, like 8 and 11. So it's kind of just rounding the rest of the bases, and I bought 3, bought 1 and 2, and bought 7, so let's go.
And Barry?
So I played originally on the NES, and I was so excited for Dragon Warrior 2 because playing through Dragon Warrior 1, like we talked about in that episode, you are one character. That's it. There's no party. It's just you. And I was so excited to be like, oh my God, there's a party this time. You know, like I have backup. I have someone that can heal me if I need it. But like you, I never wound up finishing it because I got lost. It was difficult. It was a different time period. And there were other games I was also trying to juggle and play and figure out. It was almost like a Wild West of gaming back then. So I never wound up finishing it. And when the Game Boy Color version came out, I wanted to get it, but I was a high schooler and didn't have money, so I didn't get it. And then I just kind of, there was too many other things going on until this HD remaster was announced, and I was like, all right, I'm doing it this time, and I'm so glad I did. So they added a lot. I think this is, like you said, the definitive version of the game at this point.
It's really the best way to put it. Like, so I had bought the HD remake just because you kind of convinced me to, Barry, because you said it had quality of life, and I was like, all right. And didn't think much about it, but my God, did this HD remake something else. It's really fucking good.
They make it so, like, I'm not going to say, like, super easy, because, I mean, technically they kind of do. They allow you to tailor make your own experience and your own adventure. And I think that's so important because we live really in this day and age where you have a group of people that are like, no, it's purist. It needs to be the exact way it used to be. If it was too challenging, get good or don't play. And we have another group of people that say, let's give options. Difficulty options have been a thing for years, for decades. Let anybody play it the way they want to play it. It's a single player game. Who cares? Yeah. They're enjoying it. Let them enjoy it. And I'm glad that they took that route where there's all these options and you could really enjoy the game the way you want to enjoy it.
I mean, I would not have finished it in 6 days had it not been for Draki mode, because I did grind, I would grind for gold, but I didn't grind for levels, and I would not have beat the final dungeon if I didn't have Draki mode. I would have been dead, for sure.
I didn't even grind for gold because I didn't even bother spending any to upgrade my gear because there was no point in dragging mode. I just, any gear I found, I would upgrade then.
That's just my mentality where
know.
I have to, even though I'm cheating in a sense, I always have to get the best equipment in there where I think, okay, I fought, I got the best equipment, so now even I don't need it exactly, I still want it to make it feel like I was playing the game more correct.
That's how I normally play RPGs, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy my experience instead of grind. For once, I'm going to just not worry about grinding because I grind in every RPG I play, which is the majority of what I play anyway.
Yeah, I don't play it a ton. I mean, with this game, so is this 100 years after the first one then?
Yeah, 100
Okay.
years.
I got mixed things that told me something else. So it's interesting, 100 years after you have the first game, where now you're the descendants of the hero who went and started 2 new kingdoms, and now you play as those descendants who are trying to stop a new evil. And I mean, they do a really good job with the evil Lord Hargon, whatever his name is, in this game. They really
Hargon.
do. That wasn't on purpose, by the way.
That was close. Yeah.
A villain to men everywhere. If you're in front of your class and you have to give a presentation, Hardon will be there to make it uncomfortable. Coming soon from Square Enix. Get it? Coming soon. But your hero actually did one kingdom, and like his descendants then branched
Okay,
off
sorry,
to
the other.
others.
So
like
Moonbrook, which is the one that's destroyed.
The main kingdom, like your main character, the mute protagonist, that's the kingdom that your hero in Dragon Quest One finds, and then
Middenhall.
Midhall, and then his descendants go off to the other 2 and make those up.
Kanek is the other one.
I mean, it's a cool idea, and it works. I also can't get over how large this fucking game is compared to 1. My God.
Yeah, it's a big map.
I think the realization came from when you get the ship and suddenly you realize you can go to the Dragon Quest 1 map, and the Dragon Quest 1 map is there, but now more of the world has been discovered. So it's like playing a game set in like the 1600s and all they know about is Europe and the European, and then suddenly you play a game 200 years later and now you can go to America, and it's like, wait, but you can still go back to Europe. And it's the same kind of thing. I love that, and you can go back to all the Dragon Quest 1 towns and kind of see how things are 100 years later, and like kind of like an epilogue in a sense.
It was cool. I was surprised. I mean, this game just surprised me completely every step of the way. Like when you because in the original version, I know you only get 3 characters, but in the HD remake, they add a 4th character. Did not see that coming. Did no idea. I was like, what? I have 4 characters. That's not how this game's supposed to go.
It fleshes out so much better, though.
It does. And not having to control anyone but yourself was also really nice. For me, on Draki mode, I didn't care. I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
how did you?
Oh, even.
Wait,
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, even on Draki mode, I like to make the selections on all the characters.
Yeah, that's how I ended up doing it. I played probably the first half of the game, maybe a little bit more on the normal difficulty, and then it's just like, this is becoming a little long in the tooth. I'm just gonna Draki mode, and then my experience got a lot better. Yeah, I don't know, just something about like I think it was the same maybe as somebody might have been Nate said before, where just play a lot of games and it's nice to just play on easy mode every so often. You don't get that option. So not in RPGs. So yeah, super fantastic choice.
I mean, playing on easy is what made this game really fun for me too, because I didn't have to worry about anything. I could just enjoy the game, and it was fine. I wasn't worried about grinding. I wasn't worried, oh, hey, this boss is fucking me up. Nah, that's fine. Whatever, he can't kill me. So.
And I think with story-driven games, that is extra important. I mean, a game like Dark Souls, where it's like meant for the challenge, and a lot of people still want an easy mode there, or at least let people have an easy mode. Which again, it's just, if you're playing single player, who cares? But this is a story-driven game, and is all about the lore and the story, and seeing and experiencing. And if you have players that play for 20% of the game, and then it's too difficult and they leave, you've now alienated them. There's like 0 chance of them buying the next Dragon Quest game. But if you make it accessible and they can finish the whole game and they get really into the story, they're more likely to also purchase the next game. So it makes sense from a business standpoint too.
Yeah, I mean, they did reuse a lot of assets too.
That's why these games are usually paired together since the original releases.
I get that now. Like, I never understood that until playing through it. Like, oh, okay. Because shortly through this game, I was like, yep, now I see why they pair these together, because they reuse everything, which I'm fine with. But it was cool.
It's interesting. I don't know if you guys are also Final Fantasy fans as well, but as of the time of this recording, yesterday they have the Final Fantasy 14 fan festival, and they talked about the savage raids and the high end content. And the high end content has two tiers. It has like a story tier, and it's got like the savage tier, the hardcore. And they said there's about a 75 to 80% of the player base will beat the story mode version, and about 20% will even tackle the savage mode. So they're like, oh, we're going to put in a middle tier to try and encourage people to play more. And I feel like that's pretty indicative of games like this. If you only have the highest difficulty, you're going to only get like 20% of the gamers out there. But if you make it more accessible, you're going to get a larger audience to play and experience your game.
Especially with a game like this, because it's grinding is, it's an old style RPG, so it's just a lot of grinding otherwise, if you're playing this without Jackie mode.
That's another factor, too. When you think about when it came out in the NES or the Famicom, there wasn't a lot of games out there. And, you had a game and that game lasted you for a month or two before you got another one. So the grind wasn't as big of a deal because you were spending your time. You wanted to have, your purchase give you a lot of time, where it's 2026 now and there's infinite games out there. We'll never play all the games that we even want to play before we all die. And your time is very valuable.
So Kyle, you play more RPGs than I do. With this would be one of the more grindier ones if I was playing it for real, right?
Yeah, playing these for real. Because a big thing, you don't heal up after every battle, and you may have forgotten, I believe that's a choice in this one, that you can automatically. That's what really took you a long time in the old games, is you would have to go back, you'd have to rest up between 8 or 10 battles and grind up for 4 days, honestly. You'd have to draw out the maps, all that kind of stuff. It was a slog. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the old games were like that though, and the exact point was just made. You only had 2 to 5 games back then, and you really had to make those work for you. I mean, heck, I remember in other games, I would just do challenge runs on old Nintendo games just because I didn't have other games to play. That's just how you did it back then.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you lose a character too, you have to actually go back to the church to revive them. There's no potion to revive.
Or fun one, saving in itself. There's only the king or the church. That's really it.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's very archaic still.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that wasn't a problem for me. You can save in here. There's a lot of churches, but from what I was reading, there were a lot less churches in the original game too.
And this has that temporary save too, right? Where you can just save anywhere if you need to.
I never used that.
Yeah, it's like a temp save. A lot of games do that now because of the Switch, because there used to be a big thing with portable games. It wasn't so much with console games, because portable, I'm playing it on the bus. Oh, my stop is here. I got to be able to quickly, pause it and save and put it in my backpack. So because of the Switch, a lot of games.
Not trying to be mean,
now.
Actually, a lot of games used to do that on the PS1, specifically the Final Fantasy remakes, where you would have a memo save, so you could save without having to reset. That, I think, was one of the earlier instances. Even in Lunar 2, I believe you could do that. Or in Lufia 2, I think you could do something like that.
Wasn't Lufia 2 a Super Nintendo game?
Yeah, but I think they do have a save state in the dungeons.
Yeah, they do it. They do it more with portable stuff with the quick save because of that. And all games should have that. Make it accessible. Make it easy. You never know when your mom is going to storm into your room and be like, "You didn't clean up," and go to unplug your system. Quick save.
Yep.
I know someone that happened to, actually, quite often.
I mean, there are so many games that we used to leave, the Super Nintendo or the PlayStation or the Genesis on overnight, just because it's there's no save and I got to go to bed, and I'll play it again tomorrow. Just turn off the TV and leave the system on.
And just hope nobody notices. My father would have noticed and been like, "Why is this on?" Turn it right off on me.
Put a little post-it note on it. Please do not touch. I got to go to school. I will finish when I get home.
Yeah, I would never play all the games that I play now if it wasn't for save states and all the other ways to do it. I am happy those quick save things exist, even just, in a legit way of the game to make it more playable. I did feel that this game also had a really good, the story was pretty compelling to keep you engaged. With the first one, I could care, I still didn't care a lot about the story, but I still feel it was much better in this game.
You probably would have cared more if you played Dragon Quest III first.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same way, Mike. I was the story was better, but I was still just skipping cutscenes. The voice acting is so slow. Please just talk a mite faster.
And they fleshed out the story in the remake too. It was even more bare bones originally.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I guess I'm not that surprised, but a little surprised.
What, surprised that they expanded it or that it was more bare bones?
That it was that bare bones. But I mean, it's Nintendo, so I shouldn't be that surprised. You know,
It has nothing to do with Nintendo.
No, I mean, old
And-
game on Nintendo, not the company itself.
I mean, back in the day, RPGs weren't a
Yeah.
real thing. Like, this was one of the first graphical RPGs, and it really set the pretty much the trend. But you had to tell a story, and that's one of the things. You know, that Final Fantasy One was such a more grandiose story, and they played into it. Like, look, this is the same game type, but more grandiose. But it was an architecture. It was like, let's see if this works, and it did, and they obviously expanded upon it.
So, like, did the original Nintendo one have that reveal of the Dragon Lord's great grandson?
I don't think so. I think that was, I believe that was a remake thing, but I could be wrong.
'Cause I thought that was like pretty cool. I was like, damn,
That was cool.
it's like games. This was doing this back in the day. That's freaking sweet.
Let's see.
I got a kick out of it though. He's like, I'm not the Dragon Lord. I'm his great grandson or grandson or something like that. Like it was just adorable. It was cute. I liked it.
Yeah, and he's like,
Oh, no,
I
he
have
was there.
no ill will
Yeah, he was in
towards
the
you
originals,
guys.
I thought.
Wasn't the original?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Oh,
cool
nice.
then.
They changed him up a little bit in the HD remake, and I think he was the grandson. He was the great grandson in the original, and like the great great grandson in the remake. They changed it slightly, but yeah, he was original, and he's in the same location that the Dragon Lord was in Dragon Quest One.
Which I really like that little touch. That you go back to that dungeon and it's the same dungeon from the Dragon Quest One, like it wasn't really changed.
Go to the final dungeon really early.
Well, it's much easier.
Well, yeah, obviously it had to be.
Especially when you have 3 characters. I mean, that stands out so much in this game to have the extra abilities to, have more characters with you. In this case, 4 eventually, but made such a difference.
You also can fight him, the great grandson. There's an
I
optional
wanted
battle in the
to.
post game.
Yeah, to get the
No.
true ending.
To get the true ending, you have to fight him.
Yeah, I liked the true ending. I thought the boss of that was really cool too.
Hmm
It was cute, yeah.
And
I
then
I will
that's-
wanted
say
to-
though, probably the best add-on to the game. I don't know if I just want to like ruin this and we talk about it right away, but should we just talk about Elmu like right now, or do we wait
What's
for
Elmu?
later? Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I don't know what Elmu is.
Did you say
That's-
Elmo?
Elmu.
Elmu, yeah.
Elmu.
The black sanguini that gives its life for your party.
Yeah.
Oh, that little alien guy, little monster guy. Oh yeah, now I remember him. Okay, I didn't know he had.
Oh.
I didn't know his name.
It has like dialogue,
Yeah, I know. I read it.
like voice acting.
I read
Oh,
it.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I love that
Um,
little character because it's like the whole game you're against villains and monsters, and here's one where it's like, no, please, I'm good, and he's like so cute, and like then he sacrifices himself, and yes, I agree. Like that added such depth to the game, and even the whole like all monsters aren't evil. Like there's different layers. They're not all for the villain. Some of them just want to live peacefully.
That was
Yeah,
a
for
nice
such like
touch.
a one-off thing they do so many times. Like that was a nicer way to do it in a character I like actually remembered that I'm surprised I did. Like versus most of the other story.
I didn't remember him apparently, so
Disappointing.
I didn't know his name. I knew who he I did talk to the character obviously because I beat the game, but I did not know his name. But when you said he died for me, I was like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, dude.
Good for him. Thanks for your sacrifice. You won't be remembered.
No, you will not be apparently at all. So hey, thanks though. So I tried to play this game with sound. I went through different sections. Some were a lot of sound. Some sound disappeared because it's me. But I did try. There's something I got annoyed with it, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this anymore.
Is it Mike? Could it be the repetitive music?
Yes.
Boy, well, let me warn you about all the other Dragon Quest games.
Oh, I have heard tales.
But it doesn't bother me too much because I can just pull the headphone out and then I'm fine. So it's kind of like, that's fine. Whatever. It doesn't hurt me. It's just how I get with games. But I did try. Like when there were voiceovers, a lot of times I would let them talk. But then I'd be like, I can read faster than you talk. So I'm just going to read and click the button so it goes through.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that was my main complaint with the voice acting is the text. Like, there's a text speed option, right? Yeah. There
There's
should be
also
like
a battle
voice
speed option too.
And the battle speed still felt a little slow.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, please just cast the spell faster.
I kind of wish all games kind of took that Bravely Default battle speed.
Yeah.
If you play that, like that's so quick. My God.
Yeah. Like I mean it's nice. It's like, oh, that's cool to see like the first couple times. Yeah, it's just like I know what Frizz looks like now. Please just let's get on with this.
I also got tired of hearing them shout out the spells sometimes or different things, and I also was like, I don't want to hear any. I don't need to hear this. I don't care.
Yeah. You really
Not that I
didn't want
didn't
to
enjoy
hear
it.
Kaboomal for like the 18th time.
Yeah, these are reasons why headphones just weren't in it multiple times while playing the game. Then the music got me. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I have a legitimate issue with the music, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but like people who go Dragon Quest has some of the best music in video games. I'm like, have you played any other video game?
I mean, the main theme is one of the most famous themes of all time, though, in the gaming sphere.
Very
it's
true,
iconic.
and one of the earlier games to really use like a very replicable horn sound on this like Nintendo, and like doing that, like horns are really kind of their jam right away. I always associate the two. I don't know. The songs are good. There's only like 10 total of them, even through Dragon Quest 11, but they're good songs.
Oh, they don't get more music as the years go on, huh?
They do in town themes, but the main themes are literally like 90% the same throughout every game. Not like Final Fantasy where you get new ones.
If you want an example, just go to like YouTube and go Dragon Quest 11S opening and just watch the opening cutscene, which is incredible, but you'll instantly be like, hey, I heard this in Dragon Quest 1 and 2. It's the theme. Yeah. I mean,
Battle
like
theme's the same too.
The Mario theme, for example, is probably one of the most famous as well, right? The World 1-1. Like everyone knows that theme. But when you play a Mario game, the only time you hear 1-1 music is just like a little snippet or for a throwback level or something like that. You know, all the games have their own theme. Dragon Quest, it's like, no, this is the Dragon Quest theme. They reuse the Dragon Quest theme more than like Final Fantasy uses the Crystal theme or the Prelude theme. Way more. Even Victory Fanfare is used less than the Dragon Quest main theme.
Cinco de Chocobo or like whatever is used less than the Dragon Quest theme.
Yeah, the Chocobo theme is used less.
It's also interesting for me.
At least with Chocobo and like Fanfare, it's different per game. Like it's the same song, but it's like different versions of it. This, it's technically different versions of it, but it's more orchestral as it goes on because they're able to use real instruments as opposed to like synthesized music.
Here's an even better industry secret. For the RPG show episodes, I use the same soundboard for 1, 2, and 3. You can't tell the difference.
You didn't have to go and get other music, huh?
Yep.
I mean, as a guy, as I said this before, but in the last episode, I want to bring it up again because it just is relevant. Like, as a guy who mostly grew up on Final Fantasy, and that's the RPG series that I played for a good chunk of my life, like, playing this for the first time was really a shock of how much interesting this game was. Like, playing this makes me want to play Dragon Quest 3 now sooner than later. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's making me want to.
Well, one of the big differences between Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy is an anthology series. Every game is its own world with callbacks, and some have sequels. Dragon Quest is a series of trilogies, at least 2 trilogies, and then a series of games. Because 1, 2, and 3 are a trilogy, and 4, 5, 6 are a trilogy. 7, 8, 9,
11
10,
is part
11.
of 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, it is. 11 is technically part of, but that's also a spoiler. But yes, 11.
I knew that.
11 is a part of it. All the other ones are not, but that's where you're getting like playing 3 makes sense because you're already established in this world. You have a history in this world. But then if you're gonna play 4, like you're gonna want to play 5 and 6 because again that's another trilogy of games. Where 7, 8, 9, and 10, which we'll never hopefully we get, but we haven't, is they're all standalone.
Oh, that's interesting. Because before this, I had only ever played 8 now, and that to beat. I had played a little bit of like 4 and some other stuff, but nothing really.
Yeah, that's why if you look, they always try and do the remakes together. Like 1 and 2 were originally remade for the Super Famicom, as was 3. But 4 wasn't, even though 4 was, an NES game. And 5 and 6, the other parts were on the Super Famicom. Then 1 and 2 and 3 were remade again for the Game Boy Color. 4, 5, and 6 were remade for the DS. They try and keep them together.
That's interesting. I did not know that 4, 5, and 6 were connected. I played I played a little bit of 4 actually. I remember I got a few hours into it before I just stopped. So
Yeah, it's another trilogy, and it's why if you look at Smash Brothers, and if you even if you don't play it, you watch like the Hero reveal trailer. Smash Brothers has 8 costumes per character, and with Hero, there's 2 costumes per version of the hero, and it's 11, 8, 2 standalones, and then it's 1 and 4s protagonists, or really 3 and 4s, because it's like all the trilogies are kind of included, and then 8 because 7s was kind of like small little guys was 9. And they embrace it. And if you look at Smash Brothers and you do like the final Smash for Hero, every protagonist is there, which is really cool to see all of them. Even like Dragon Quest 2, like you go back and you'll see Dragon Quest 2 1, you'll see them all there, and it's really neat to see them in like rendered 3D from the sprites or even the HD sprites.
I mean, I went from not caring at all about Dragon Quest to being I'm in now, thanks to this HD remake collection.
Yeah, it gets better.
It does get better.
I'm glad
You're
you
in
guys
at
turned
the
me
ground
on to
level.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you get to 11, 11 does something really crazy that most games don't do, because it's like broken into 3 different acts, and like the first act is like your typical game. Your second act is kind of pulls like a Final Fantasy 6, if with it's the end of the game. Oh no, it's not, and then it actually ends, and you can turn off the game and be like, that's it, I got it. But then it's like, oh no, are you not satisfied? We have a whole third act, and it does something really cool where it's like, oh, you're not happy with that ending? Let's get you a different ending. It's so well done, but it's a long game.
Yeah, that's why I have little interest in it right now, because that, I mean, like I said, Drake, the series was not a series that I was super in love with or cared about. Like, but this HD remaster, like, I really want to play 3 now. Like, that might happen this year or next year, probably next year, but it's gonna happen because it was just so good. And from my understanding, 3 is a better game than this one too, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Not saying something. This was fucking good.
Well,
I mean, this did
the
have
original
some
version of 2 wasn't as good, so 3 was a real step up.
Okay.
Since they've gone back, they've this 2 and this 1 were fleshed out more, as was 3, and it made it make more sense.
I do gotta say, like, some of the dungeons do have that old school bullshit to them that would have pissed me off on any other version if I didn't have a map. Man, like the lighthouse I bitched about, there were multiple dungeons in the game where I was bitching to myself. They were not fun to go through. I don't miss that in video games at all. Do not miss.
Did you accidentally ever run off the edge and have to fall down?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did in the lighthouse.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson after that place. I was like, what's this?
I think that's where I fell down too and went, oh, okay.
Like, I wanted to go for the true ending. I was like, okay, I'll go fight the grandson, and then they said go beat then go fight the final boss again. But unfortunately, the grandson wouldn't let me fight him, so I went to some dungeon. I was like, I'm done, and I just turned the game off. Partly it was time. If I had time, I would have done it.
Then the ending I was talking about won't mean as much to you because you haven't done 3 yet. You didn't see the true ending. So the true ending.
No.
So you know what the best thing is? Save it. Don't be. You're done with 2 right now. Beat 3, and after you beat 3, boot back up 2, and just do that final dungeon. Just go through and get the true ending, and it will mean so much more to you.
Okay. Bring this up when we play 3 someday together.
Remember.
Write it down.
I know.
That there's a boss you fight for the true ending that is just Shenron from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he's in Dragon Quest 3 as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. The same tower that you climb in Dragon Quest 2 is in 3.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool. Because I know 3 takes place, like 1,000 years before this one or something crazy like that?
So the Shenron you're fighting is like 1,000 years later after the 3 version. But yeah, it's the same. And he grants wishes just like Shenron.
Yeah.
So like you have 5 different wishes, and you can pick them in any order, what you want, and like a new weapon or a new shop or will open up in a town or a new dungeon. But the way you get more wishes is you have to beat him in a certain amount of time, like a certain amount of turns. And after you beat him, like let's say you have to beat him in like I don't remember the exact numbers, but say 35 turns. And if you beat him and you get your first wish, now you have to beat him in like 30 turns and then like 25 turns and 20. So to get all the wishes, you have to get strong enough to be able to beat him in the minimum amount of time to get all the wishes.
15 is the last one.
15 is the last one. Yeah, you have to really choose your wishes wisely.
And that's in Dragon Quest 3?
2 and 3.
Oh, there's wishes in this too, in the true ending then?
Yeah. It's in the final tower.
Okay, cool. I wanted to, but I needed to play a game, Titanfall 2, and I needed to do other stuff because I was behind. I was like, I don't have time right now, unfortunately. But it does sound awesome. The art style in this game is also great, just like Dragon Quest 1 HD Remake. I really loved it. I thought it was well done. It's definitely very cool to look at. It's still a beautiful game. The princess wasn't a dog in this version, was she? Because I don't mean to turn her from a dog to a person like you do in the original version.
I thought she was something because you have to go get an item. Is it a mirror that you have to go get?
Yeah, maybe she was a dog. I just don't remember. But
It's I played this like months ago. I don't remember granular specifics.
no, you're fine. I played this a week ago. I should remember.
Well, then again, you didn't remember Elmu, who sacrificed his life so that you could survive.
I remember the scene where he died. Does that count?
No.
I just didn't know he had a
died.
name. He died for our sins, and I didn't remember. So hey, I felt like okay.
You heartless bastard.
I play games sometimes. I read all the dialogue. I got all of Erdrick's armor and the sword, and I had my main character decked out in that. That was also a nice touch how his art changes when you switch it, like on the world map, because you can see all your characters walking behind you. Now he's wearing the whole Erdrick set. That was cool.
Just in case, Mike, the princess is the dog in both the original and the remake.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need Rosmir as the item that you guys are.
So I did it and then had no memory that I did it. All right. That sounds accurate.
Just another day for you.
I mean, I had a good time, but I was really rushing this game, unfortunately, because I did not plan my schedule well.
Yeah, like I said, you said I got a week to beat this, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
I did it. I beat it in less than a week.
God, could you imagine if you didn't have the HD remake without Draki mode and you had to do a week in the Famicom version or the Game Boy Color version?
Oh my god, having to
No way.
grind that. Ugh.
I could have done it, but it would have been a lot harder.
I know you wouldn't. You would have been,
Yeah,
you'd have been like, I didn't beat this. No way.
There's only
Even with
been
save states, maybe.
a handful of games on this podcast that have beaten me. There are very, very few.
I'm not saying you wouldn't have been able to beat it. I'm just saying, in
In the
6
time limit?
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would have. I just would have played nonstop.
You would have been on here, be like, all right, guys, just so you know, I haven't eaten in a week. I'm wearing a diaper. I'm in bed, and I don't have the energy to do much other than push a button. My hands are in casts right now.
You're just cramped, like, because I've just been stuck there pressing the button all day for days.
Even funnier if you were actually playing it on a Game Boy Color for like that whole time, like with the little screen.
That wouldn't have happened.
Oh my gosh. You would have went to the eye doctor and they would have been like, what happened?
They would have. I do see an eye doctor more often than, because I'm diabetic, and they would have been like, "What did you do?" And I'll be like, "Well, you see here now, I had to beat this game in a week."
Have you heard of the revolutionary Game Boy Color?
It has color.
It has
It's
color.
a newfangled thing.
They put Pokemon Yellow on it. It's powerful
Amazing.
enough to have Pikachu follow me.
Yellow was still on the original Game Boy, I thought.
It
It
is,
was
but
gold and silver. Were the
but it had the color mode to it.
Oh, it
But
did
yeah,
have a
original Game Boy.
enhanced color for that.
Yeah.
Super Game Boy, kind of.
Yeah.
Did you guys see any metal slimes?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I ran into them.
And liquid metals.
Yeah.
Got to.
I didn't fuck with them, but I killed a couple.
Why?
But I
You
didn't.
always,
I always
you
try.
always kill them.
I mean, I tried to
Oh.
kill them. I did kill them, but I didn't like hunt them down or anything.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
Like I have in Dragon Quest. When I played Dragon Quest VIII, legitly, I did hunt them down because aren't they worth a lot of experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, in every game.
Okay.
The only, and then there was, I think it's the gold golem that like gives you
Yeah.
a bunch of money. I could never beat that guy. He always whooped my ass.
clearly you weren't
never
playing
ran into
Draki mode.
No, I was on. I guess technically, like, I was on Draki mode, but he just.
You're like, he's not dying fast enough for
Yeah.
me cheating.
It's like, oh my god, I have to
Cheat
use
harder.
buffs.
Well, that's a nice thing. You don't have to. They do it for you. Since the other characters are computer controlled, they'll just buff you anyway. You don't have to worry about it.
No,
I know you
they-
can change what they do, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, I had direct control. I was mashing X, doing
Oh.
1 damage.
I didn't want to do that because I knew then I have a problem with RPGs where I like to play them where I will constantly just use attack to beat things, and that is not how you should play games. So since the game would take over, I just let it take over. So I wasn't stupid and just felt fitting.
I should trust, like, because Persona 3, I think, is another one where, like, the original didn't let you take direct control of party members. Like, I should trust that they built it in, but I'm also like, don't waste your mana. Like, save it, please.
I'm usually like that, but Dracula didn't matter, so I was like, I get it back when we level up, so hey, go right ahead. You'll get a level up at some point in this dungeon. That's how I took it. Was the underwater stuff in the original also?
Don't remember.
Thought it was. I think just
Okay.
the end games, the end game and the Elmu edition. Some of
Oh,
the like
damn.
dialogue.
That's impressive. So I had no idea that this game had you go underwater. I mean, and yes, I never played it, but I live on the internet. I live in the gaming space. Not once did someone ever tell me, in Dragon Quest 2, you get to go underwater with your boat. Not once did I ever hear that in my life. That surprises me. Apparently, I did not hang out with people that like Dragon Quest because I know very little about the series. That was a nice surprise.
You could lie to me about stuff in Dragon Quest. I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
But you were a Final Fantasy kid, though, too, just like me.
Yeah.
Still, I'm just surprised because I played a lot of RPGs and this entire series till 8 slipped completely by me. I know it's partly because not all of them were out here, but still, I'm surprised sometimes at this point.
I was going to say the only ones that skipped America originally were 5, 6, and 10, and now only 10.
Oh, we did get 4?
Yeah, 4 was on the NES.
Oh.
And then DS, there was a remake, but we did get on the NES. It was one of the later releases, but we did get it originally.
I knew the DS version. I didn't know we got it before that. I think I own the DS. No, I played the DS version on a tablet. I own 9 physical. Actually.
9 was exclusive to the DS.
Yeah, I own 9 as well. Have you played 9, Mike?
Of course not.
9 is good.
Let me tell you, would you believe me if I told you that you're an angel baby sent down to Earth?
Yes, I heard that before.
That's all I know about that game. I bought it after I beat like every Final Fantasy, and I was like, I should do Dragon Quest next. And then I saw it at a retro game store and was like, oh, $20 for sure.
It's still weird that never got a re-release, and I think we need them all on modern platforms. And we need 10 in America. It's so silly. They're like, here's 10 offline, but America, you're still not getting it.
Do you think it has something to do with Final Fantasy 14?
I don't think it has anything to do with 14 because 14's online and doing well, but 10, there's an offline version now. So
I wonder why they won't release it then.
I bet they'd want to just bring it over in MMO form.
I mean, they could. It's the same company now, but
yeah.
You think we would have gotten past the game with services and online stuff like it doesn't work, so.
Well, MMOs and games for services are kind of two different things. But this was an MMO, but when they announced we're doing an offline version, a lot of people were like, yeah. Like they actually asked Yoshi P yesterday or maybe today at FanFest, what about an offline Final Fantasy 14? And he's like, yeah. He's like, the problem with it is the best team to make an offline version of 14 is the active 14 team that is working on the online version. He's like, so unless someone steps up and been like, yeah, we can do it, and a team wants to really do it, it won't happen, but maybe when we retire and the game is done, then we'll work on it. They're doing it with Dragon Quest X, though. Bring it out. Let more people play it.
Yeah, I would like to play it. I mean, this got me wanting to experience more of the series. And, like, once we get to, like, 4 through 6, like, I'm good playing the DS ports if we don't get remakes by then. I'm assuming we will, and I'll have to spend more money. But I'm okay with the DS. Like, NES is hard for me, but anything like DS, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. So that wouldn't be a problem.
What's weird is, like, Dragon Quest X was on the Wii U as well, and it's on the Switch. But
wait, really?
Yeah, Dragon Quest X was released for the Wii U.
The offline mode, or
no, the online? The offline is
MMO. That's wild.
Yeah, the MMO is on Wii U, and then it was ported to the Switch, and the offline is on Switch, but only in Japan and not in English.
God damn it! I bet if we didn't clown on the Wii U as a country, we could have had Dragon Quest X on
the world.
Probably
maybe.
I hope they do translate. I didn't realize if it's already made, just translate it. I mean, it would sell. People love Dragon Quest here now.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's already available on an offline mode. Like, I understand not bringing the online because it's risky. You have to have servers set up, and will it make money? But in offline, just sell it. I mean, we just got 1, 2, 3, and 7 remade, right? The Dragon Quest is hot. It's doing well enough. There's rumors about 4, 5, and 6 being remade. How about just give us 10? We've never had it before. Brand new game for us.
Yeah, if they remake more, I'll have to pick that up at some point.
They remake 4, they're going to do 5 and 6 as well. Like, I see them only doing one part of the trilogy.
I don't either. Not the way they are. They like to remake everything. The fact that, like, this game's story, like, to come back to one thing I want to bring up, like, the boss that you're fighting, Hardin, like, him having these generals that you fight multiple times is also a really nice touch to make you more invested in the story. I did appreciate that. That was really good. I was surprised you fought as many times as you did, but I did appreciate it. And also seeing your characters in battle, really, it hits that itch for me, because that was why I didn't like Dragon Quest as a kid. I'm like, oh, you don't see your characters, but Final Fantasy you do. And that turned me off. Stupid reason, but that did as a kid. So I did appreciate that. You can see them in here. At least when the battle starts, you see them. You know, you don't see them when you're fighting, I don't think, but you see them at least a little bit. It was nice.
Oh, I just realized you sent a picture of Dragon Quest 9 over.
Yeah, I bought that at GameStop many years ago. I just had randomly walked in when I was trying. I'd gotten a DS. I bought a 3DS from a friend of mine, and I was trying to start buying some DS games, and they just happened to have that complete in box. I don't remember what I paid for it. Oh, the sticker's on. No, it doesn't even say the sticker on it. I don't know what the price was. I was curious. But yeah, it wasn't much. It had to have been under 20 or less, or I wouldn't have bought it, knowing me. I know that game's worth a lot of money now.
I think we're at this age where we just need as many games possible on modern platforms, because it definitely feels like PS6 is going to be backwards compatible to PS4, the next Xbox backwards compatible to at least the one. Switch 3 will be backwards compatible to the Switch. Like, we're at that point where it's like going forward, everything will just play the previous generations to a point.
I mean, that's what you have. Okay, that's what you have PC for. I guess it's not that much. $40 online on eBay. That's not that bad.
Well, what, Dragon Quest 9 on
Dragon Quest
the DS
9
version?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not even on PC. Like that is DS exclusive.
Oh, I know, but you can play ROMs. But yeah, I know what you mean. I agree with you. Everything at this point, just if you can re-release it, because people will rebuy it.
Even a ROM of like DS games isn't the same because of the touchscreen. Like that, it's not the same.
Well, it depends. If you have a flash cart for your DS, it's the same.
Well, if you're playing it on hardware, yeah. I thought you meant like sitting at a PC.
No, I mean, I have a flash cart that I use for DS games a lot of times when I play them.
That's the problem. Like even
no, he doesn't. Nintendo.
He doesn't. He doesn't at all. Well, we can confirm he did send us a picture of his actual physical DS game on Dragon Quest 9.
I did. I have a few actual physical DS games. Not many though. Most of my collection is gone by now. Not by moving and stuff that didn't come with me. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. No. With 2, it's I like you guys. Mike, are you the only one that didn't play 3?
I have not played 3.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. I was going to say, what did you guys think of the little thing at the end? But I'm not going to ask that, so you guys can experience.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I thought it was
it was nice. Super nice.
Kyle, you bought 3 when they re-released it, didn't you?
True ending?
Yeah. Yep.
The true ending.
Yeah, the true ending.
You guys with the fella? I won't remember. Anyway, by the time we get to it, it doesn't matter.
It's kind of like the true ending is like a bookend on the trilogy.
I might look at it. I was gonna watch it before we did this episode, but then I completely forgot to YouTube it.
No. Don't even watch it.
I'll wait now.
Play 3 and then go back and just do, because you're in Dragon mode. You can't lose. So just do the final dungeon, play through the final boss. You can't lose, and experience it, and it'll mean so much more to you after playing 3.
Okay.
Will the final boss, like the true final boss, will that make more sense to me after 3? Because I liked its design.
I don't think the true final boss has anything to do with 3.
Okay. Because I will say I watched the true ending, and then I went to Google and I went, who is this? What is going on?
The Malrath?
Yeah. Dragon Quest 2 true ending explained.
Yeah, no, he is just a unique character. He's a fusion of Malrath and an evil that was once dispelled by Luminary long ago. But so it's
and we're about to spoil Dragon Quest XI. So just want to put a quick little hint in here. So otherwise, just might want to skip ahead a little bit.
It's true. Oh my god, it's been so long since I forgot about it. So no, playing 3 will not help you with that. Playing 11 will help you with that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the boss in 11 is the one you end up doing it too.
I forgot all about that.
That's how it all comes together. Yeah.
Because 11 is now the game that takes place first in the series, correct?
Yeah. Long before 3.
Yeah, basically every time you knock down Kalamos, I think it just takes a really, really long time and then keeps coming back. Same with Hagron and all the others. Hargon, sorry. They just take like 1,000 years and then back another time. That's like the whole story of 11, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
And one of the cool things about 11, which, I mean, knowing that where it takes place, is like when you finally beat the true ending of 11, like the final cutscene is the very beginning of 3.
Yep.
Oh,
like
that's cool.
It actually ends
Super
with
cool.
a cutscene of the very beginning of 3. So it tells you it's all part of the series.
That's very cool.
So if 11 was your first one, you just wouldn't feel anything.
You would
You'd
see a
be confused.
cutscene and you would be like, "What does this mean?
Yeah.
Okay, why is this ending?" But otherwise,
Triumphant music playing, and you're like, yeah, I did it.
That was the whole thing.
it's not even a triumphant music. Well, the opening of 3. This isn't really a spoiler. The opening of 3 is your character waking up from bed, being woken up by your mother, and you're getting out of bed, and you see that scene in 3D. But knowing that, it's like, oh, we're now in the future, and oh, it's connected. Like it all comes together. Otherwise, it's just like, who is this person? Why are they getting out of bed and being woken up? And why is it ending here? It's like, and I don't think it even says like to play Dragon Quest 3 to know what happens now.
They just
The hero
assume you
will
have.
return in
They just
Avengers
assume.
Doomsday.
The Luminary will return, and
That's cool.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
do want to play 11, but 11 just sounds so fucking monstrous.
it's so good though. My God,
Mike,
It's
I
a fun
can't wait.
time, but it's big.
I can't wait for like 4 years from now, going through 11, and you're like, I don't remember any of this.
oh yeah.
yeah, it'll happen. It's 90 hours for main and extra. Fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
That sounds about
Technically,
right.
Dragon Quest
There's-
Treasures is also part of the series.
There's no Draki mode.
Oh
I
no,
think. But
Yeah. You
newer
don't need
games
it.
are easier to get through
Even-
in general.
Even 7, the remaster, doesn't have Draki mode.
nope.
But it's
Really?
better than the original, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
It's
100%.
easier. But I will say this: playing Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 HD remakes, and then playing 7 reimagined, and it's just like, oh wait, I actually do have to heal.
Yeah.
I can die. Oh my God, this is I really had to play the game.
It was foreign, honestly. It felt weird.
It did feel weird. I was like, why isn't this not here?
One Dragon Quest game I really want to play is Dragon Quest Monsters for Game Boy Color.
So good.
That's nostalgic because as a kid, I had that game and I never finished it. So I want to go back and finish it someday.
You should play
Is
Dark
that
Prince,
the creature collector one?
Yes.
the Pokemon,
Pokemon
one.
game.
Canopy.
Which one is Joker?
That's the 3rd game in the series.
Yes.
Joker, Joker 2. I think there was a Joker 3 we never got.
Those are for DS.
But those are still like creature collecting.
All the monsters ones are.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Quest Treasures is also a creature collecting game, but it's actually part of this series. It takes place before Dragon Quest 11, and it's a prequel, but it does have creature collecting as well.
Oh, did not know that.
That's a fun game too.
That even on. I'm wondering if that's on Steam. I'm looking right now.
It's on Switch, I think only.
Oh,
It
it's
might
on
be
Steam.
Yeah, Steam and Switch only.
I own very few of the Dragon Quest games. I just own Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake. That's it. I don't own any of the Heroes or Builders or any of those yet.
You don't need to play 11 to understand Treasures. If you have 11 first and then you play Treasures, you'll know who the 2 main characters are, but it doesn't it's not
Matter.
necessary,
Okay.
but it is technically a prequel.
Huh, that's cool. I wouldn't mind. I want to experience more of this series now. And I know I said that after the first one, but like I'm in the process of writing up what's going to be episode 400, and I'm torn between a few different games of RPGs that I want to pick for that big number.
So Dragon Quest 3 might be one of them.
It is one of them. It's on the list. It's like I have down to like 4. I'm still debating. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm debating.
It's a great series that I think a lot of people were either intimidated by or got overshadowed by Final Fantasy, especially in the West. Where in the East, Dragon Quest is bigger than Final Fantasy, but here Final Fantasy is bigger. And I think it was smart for them to do the 1, 2, 3 remakes because it gets more of an audience in like you. So now I want to play the others. And 7 getting remade was also smart because of all the Dragon Quest games. 7 had the least amount of people, I think, finish the game because it's long. There's padding that you get lost very easily. It just
7's
it
like
needed.
wildly impossible to play, and this is I own it on the PS1. It takes like
it's
25 hours to get to the class system,
It's
I know
hard
you're
on
right.
3DS,
which is
so.
the point of the game.
It's better on 3DS, but
Yeah, it is.
still, I tried on 3DS and PlayStation, and both times I couldn't, and the remake absolutely made it better.
100%. Yeah.
So they're doing that to try to bring more people into the series, which is smart. It's still overshadowed. Even though Final Fantasy doesn't have a lot going on right now. We've got Final Fantasy 14 Never Cold, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3, because we have to sell that in 3 parts, and Dissidia mobile game. And Dragon Quest just got a mobile game too, which is actually fantastic, and I'm addicted to it.
What kind of game is it?
It's like Dragalia Lost from Nintendo Inside Games meets a little Vampire Survivors, in a sense.
Oh,
And it's
I don't have a mobile game that I play anymore.
It's called Smash Grow, and it is way more fun than it should be. And it's Dragon Quest, so it's like I want to play through the story, and it's official from Square Enix. So it's like
Now,
they're
I'm
trying.
installing it.
Mike, do you have an iPhone?
Thankfully, no.
I was gonna say there's a Borderlands game you can play on your iPhone.
Nah.
Yeah,
I have an iPhone, and I like I said, I played that. I played Dissidia is okay too. I don't know if you're interested. I just wanted to make another Dissidia on consoles, like
I
proper.
haven't played Dissidia yet. My phone.
It's not a fighting game in the sense of like all the other Dissidia games. It's a 3 versus 3 where you have to like break crystals as a team to get bravery and use bravery attacks to attack a boss like a Marlboro that's running around, but you can also attack each other. And if you kills like an opponent, then you get their bravery. So you're still fighting against each other, but the objective is to defeat the boss, and whichever team beats the boss first wins.
Huh.
It's very different, and it is a lot of fun, but it's not a fighting standard game. But
I
it's
don't
also
play.
one like you may want a controller for. Where Dragon Quest, like I can play an auto, like this auto. I was like, all right, just auto run this and grind up and get experience for me and get gear.
Okay, I got it installing, so I'll see what I think.
Yeah, I like it. But it's again Square trying to push Dragon Quest, which again, you launch a Final Fantasy and a Dragon Quest mobile game literally weeks apart. It's like once again, you're kind of putting one in the shadow of the other. It's not wise release timing.
Yeah, it's almost like launching Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 weeks apart.
It's like when Sega released Sonic Superstars 3 days before Super Mario Wonder, and then said, "Wow, Superstars didn't sell that well. I wonder why."
I
Well,
Mario
duh.
wonder why.
It's like, duh, your release timing is terrible.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a Sonic game that released that year. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sonic Superstars was a 2D Sonic game that came out like 3 days before Super Mario Wonder launched, and it
Oh,
man.
underperformed spectacularly because of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, people are just going to buy. I mean, it's Mario.
I was gonna say, I think like Mario and Grand Theft Auto hold the same like weight, where it's like you should not release anything close to this.
Zelda as well.
Zelda, yeah.
Like Sony's like, here's Horizon. Oh, what Breath of the Wild just came out, and oh, here's Horizon 2. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom just came out. Well, both of these games underperformed.
No,
I wonder why.
It was Elden Ring for Forbidden West.
Was it Elden Ring?
It was Ring, yeah.
Oh, that's right. They did come out together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just some bad luck right there.
But like Elden Ring, I can kind of see them being like, the other Souls games are like big, but they're very niche. And everyone going, Elden Ring is the best thing ever made. It was probably just like, crap.
And right now, I can tell you a lot of game companies are scared of this holiday because of Grand Theft Auto 6. They're like, we don't want to release anything near it. So you're going to see this like dead zone, like a ground zero where nothing comes out other than a few indies and like AI shovelware garbage and then Grand Theft Auto 6. Because no one wants to be anywhere near like a week before and like 2 or 3 weeks after. No one wants to release then because everything's going to underperform.
Oh yeah, it's just going to be nothing but Grand Theft Auto 6. That game could release
just...
at $100 and it would still sell like crazy. So
yeah, Mike, I'm part of the problem there.
So yeah, I'm no interest in it.
I'm gonna be there day one.
I'll play the story, but I've never touched Grand Theft Auto Online a single time.
did one.
You see, in the early days of GTA 5 Online, like that was good times, and then Heists was just like that was a good like 4 or 5 months of my friend group of just like let's run these heists, and then I just got overloaded with bullcrap.
You're like,
Yeah,
I'm done.
there's way better shooting games if I want to play a shooter.
Grand Theft Auto to me is I'm going to play the story for 2-3 hours, then put in the cheat code to get the tank to appear, hop in the tank and blow things up, get arrested or die, come back and repeat it 2 or 3 more times and go, all right, that was good. New game.
That's how I played it back then. But I did beat 5, and that's about it.
I've beaten all of them 100%.
Damn.
Even
Like,
London?
First 2 as much as you could in 2012 I beat. So like achievement
London was like
yeah.
this expansion to 1 kind of deal.
Yeah. So like before 5 came out, a friend and I beat all of them 100%, everyone we could.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn.
Love the single player GTA.
They are good.
I'm very curious to see what 6 is like after Red Dead 2. Like, I really hope they took some narrative lessons from that game.
6 most likely is not going to live up to expectations because people have unruly expectations for everything now.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how good it is. Oh, well, you should have done this, or why wasn't it like this, or oh, it was so close. It's like everything nowadays. People they're overinflated and they think their standards are just infinitely high.
Anything else to say about Dragon Quest 2? think we're pretty much done since we're talking about GTA.
I think Dragon Quest 2 is one of those games where as a standalone, I wouldn't recommend it. Like just in terms of if this is your first game, I would definitely play 1 first, and another reason why I think they bundled them together. But as a conclusion, because it is really a conclusion to a trilogy or quadrilogy or more if you wish of like the Erdrick saga, I think it's a good conclusion to everything, and I think they put a nice bow on it and you'll be satisfied. And I think if you go through the original trilogy and you play through 2 and you finish 2, I think you will want to continue the series in some way.
All right, let's go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Kyle, why don't you lead us in?
Yeah, so I really like this game, but I think I'm going to put this in the stack. And specifically because it's one of those weird games where if you play this one, you kind of have to play them all. I did another one like this recently with Assassin's Creed 2. I started playing it and I'm like, shit, I have to play 3 Assassin's Creed games back to back to back to finish this whole GD thing. So that's kind of the same with like Dragon Quest 2. It's just not a good standalone. You have to play it along with the other ones for it to really make sense. So it's a bit more of a commitment maybe than you'd want to give it. It's not like Final Fantasy 6 or 7 or 8 where I can just pick it up and put it down and be done with it. Like you couldn't just play this on its own and really feel completely satisfied, I think. But it's a great game for what it is. Like Dragon Quest, like all the stuff. Love that they made all these remakes. I would suggest it, but yeah, I'm going to put this in the stack.
I'll go next. I'm going to put this on the shelf. I loved it. I had an amazing time with this game, and I'm so happy I finally have played it and beat it, because it was a really nice addition to games I played and to the show. So I had a great time. But also, I've never played anything else, so like I don't know enough. This series is not coming in so brand new. It's nice. And Barry.
I still have to put it on the shelf, but I agree that this is not a very good... I mean, it's a good standalone game, but I wouldn't recommend it as a standalone game. You would get way more out of it by playing Dragon Quest 3 and 1 before this. And the game itself is way better now than it was back then. Like, they did a lot to this remake to make it a more enjoyable experience. And for that alone, I have to commend it. And the other fact is you can't buy this game standard, like by itself. You just can't. You can only buy this with 1 bundled. So if you're going to get this game, you have to get 1. So that helps it go to the shelf.
Neat.
I would put this in the stack right next to Resident Evil 6. I had a good time with it, but it's not... It's a good game, but like everyone else said, you apparently have to play it in whole. And I've not finished or even played 3. So to the stack it goes.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty well rounded. I mean, we're all kind of in the middle. I like that. If we did the rating, I guess it would be kind of in the middle. Well, yeah.
The only reason it's not going in the box is because I really like that true ending final boss.
Yeah, opposite for me. The only reason it's not on the shelf is like it's a good game, but just as its own entity, it's another RPG from the NES.
But at least outside of the NES version, it's the only one you could buy by itself as a standalone. Everything else comes with 1.
The remaster is fantastic. Play that if you're going to play it at all, 100%. Totally agree there.
Yes.
Also, Draki mode for the win.
Yes, I'm so happy that exists. All right, then we should go to plugs. And Barry, where can we find you at?
You could find me on Twitter and Blue Sky and on PenX over at Hawk Hellfire. You could also find all my Nintendo Fuse content over at Nintendo Fuse and youtube.com/Nintendo Fuse, where we have our own bi-weekly podcast, our own reviews, industry interviews, and so much more. And you could also find PM Studios at PM Studios on social media, pm-studios.com, and our PenX store. Check it out. We've got Trails of the Sky, second chapter, collector's edition, and so much more going up. And we just released, or about to release, Dragon is Dead just came out for consoles, and Bandit Trap is coming out in, I think, a week or 2. So definitely check those games out. They're awesome development teams and fantastic games.
And Nate.
Hello. If you like looking for pallet jacks and spotting them and seeing them in everyday life and or video games, fun fact, Dragon Quest 2, no pallet jacks in that game, because they haven't been invented yet, probably. But you can follow me on Blue Sky at Pallet Jacks in Games.
And Kyle.
Yeah, I'm Kyle. I'm at the RPGshow.com, the RPG Show on Blue Sky. Do a couple episodes, like one every other month. We just released Romancing Saga 2. We have the Lunar remakes coming up. And on Cinco de Mayo, I believe I've got a Jack Billings voice acting episode coming out. So check that out if you're a Mike Colby fan.
And if you enjoyed this episode, over 1,000 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. Little dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month, and you will see a link in the show notes to that. If you donate $10 or more, we'll plug your podcast or YouTube every episode I make during that month, like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, Let's Play Princess on Twitch and YouTube, and also check out her podcast, Nerds Broadcast, and check out Zach's show, absolutely the best podcast of work in progress. They talk about the MCU movies, and they're currently doing the Alien Predator franchise, so check them out. And make sure you check out Bill Tucker, The Gamer Looks at 40, and his new podcast, Carrying My Cross. And want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro critic, Helena, at Hell Hasbury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And please join our Discord. If you want to be on the show, you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. You'll see a link in the show notes to every episode pretty much at this point, so check that out. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and reviews wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
May the Almighty watch over thee.